Welcome everybody to this video where we talk about what might be coming in the next year in Eve Echoes. I have played this game since beta and I have seen how NetEase handle different areas within the game. I've seen what they apparently focus on during my time in the game, as well as what they try to avoid. And even if I'm for sure not the only one in this game with good knowledge about this topic, I am for sure pretty good at predicting some stuff. So starting this off, how has the year been in 2023? We didn't get the stuff that we wanted, but we got some other stuff that worked. Weirdly, I would not say that I'm satisfied, but I would not be fair if I didn't say it's been a good year. While saying this, I do feel that they didn't do what they promised, but I am satisfied. Kalevala Expance is upon us, and as of now, I cannot find the filaments on the market, but they will soon be there. Now, what is the Kalevala Expance? The Kalevala Expance, compared to Cobalt Edge, has a different way to enter it. You use different types of needle jacks, the ones that I can't find on the market. You will need a needle jack to go from outside a station into the Kalevala region, and then you need a different one to get back home. They work pretty much the same as the old needle jacks, but the difference now is that the SOE ships have a shorter time span when they can move through space, which makes them a pretty good ship to use, and that's why they're very expensive right now on the market. The needle jacks comes in different sizes too, which leading to different constellations within the Kalevala Expance. And within these constellations we also have to defeat waste seeker drones that randomly obtains the homeward series of needle jack, the ones that you use to get back home or get into the Kalevala Expance. Now what's also new is that we have the Kalevala Expance exclusive cosmic anomaly called the Waste Seeker Centrum. It is similar to a Scout and Inquisitor anomaly, and the Waste Seeker Centrum contains numerous acceleration tracks, so you can expect these ones to be quite big. Within this Waste Seeker Centrum, you can actually find and obtain rewards such as the Needlejack Filament, planetary resourcements, data cores and implants, advanced units, even drone blueprints, skill ship blueprints, equipments, rig blueprints and more. I think that "and more" means pretty much nothing more, but they just add that because it sounds good. And I haven't been here yet, so I'm not sure how hard this is, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna be pretty hard. So brace yourself. Now what else can I say about Kalevala Expance? It is a region composed by 10 constellations with a total of 69 systems, which is pretty sexy. Every one of those is below security level 0. Also in here, just like the Cobalt Edge, people will not see if you're there. The local populations will be displayed as a question mark unless you say something of course and reveal that you're there. There will be no standings that you can farm, and everyone within the Kalevala Expance can only recognize fleet members and contacts. All other individuals will not display standings, so there will be a ton of grays out here. So be sure to be in a fleet. The minerals within these systems is just like in Cobalt Edge, asteroid belts with the same minerals, and you also have the Cloud Gas C70. The same for planetary resources. It is the same. Now what do I think that we can expect in Eve Echoes 2024. Man, the time goes fast. I will try as good as I can to start off with stuff that's very likely to arrive, and I will end it with the least possible, but I will probably mess this up, so do not be angry. I will do the best that I can. With the Kalevala Expance just released, as they said that they would do before the next year, which they actually did, I can see some new stuff in the pipeline. And as a general rule, new implants will definitely arrive to accommodate for both new and old implants, and we can probably expect 1 or 2 updates with some implants this year. New skills will also be arriving, not only for new ships but also to improve what we already got. Bigger corporations will be a thing, and by this I mean that we will get updates for citadels like the T5 citadels, and that will probably arrive along with deployable structures. Perhaps we even see a totally new structure this year. And I do think that with all the structures that we're getting right now, making structures more important, I do think that we will get some skins for them this year. Maybe not the nano cores right away, or perhaps we do, but definitely some skins. Now speaking of citadels, we all know that we will get titans. And even if I don't think that is important and definitely not what we need, it will be a stunning sight. But not only that, this year I do think this might be the year for Triglavians, or at least some new ships like the Special Ops ships. Perhaps a new Concorde ship like the Marshall. But it also might be so that after Titan release, they go straight for Faction Titans instead. Why I honestly think that Triglavians will take longer is that they already used up the Triglavian idea. I'm actually afraid that they might just release the Triglavian ships with no background to them. Just like the special faction cruisers that they just gave us, severely downplayed the importance of the game. When they release Triglavians, I really hope that they make a new system for Triglavians and make them fit the role. But with all these new ships changes, I do think we might see a new type of mineral. It has been talked about ice mining or maybe even moon mining, so moon mining or ice mining will be discussed, if not even released, with these new materials this year. Hopefully they make something interesting with this one and not just copy everything from EVE Online, which honestly would be okay too, but they have the potential to make this even better. And why not have event asteroids that you can warp to and mine ice or mine a moon for a couple of days? Just make it rare, and when you find it you just go there because you don't want to miss the shot. And maybe we can defend it from other corporations who want to snag a bite. In 2024, some new nanocores will definitely arrive. Questions is, will they be overpowered or not? Maybe we get a nanocore with an extra mid slot this time, a different Cyber X, maybe a Cyber C, and not just only nanocores with an extra ability every time. And new regions might also come now when Kalevala has already been released. There's a lot of systems and regions that can be unlocked, so I do see they might open up more in the future. Now what more? Cargo containers? I'm not sure this is in their plans. I think they actually get more attention with the negativity feedback by not fixing this. Naming our ships? I wish they would, but I would not count on it even this year unfortunately. But we could be lucky. Regarding market, I do see a rise in market value. Stuff slowly gets more expensive by time, so investment is always good. So I would say just keep buying and just keep selling. Now what will happen with the Plex, you might ask? NetEase have been claiming to working on lowering the Plex a few times, but I don't see that happening. The Plex will be hitting close to 9 million at this new year unless they drastically make some changes, which they won't. And we all know that new year will give us some AUR and Plex boxes again, and market will be empty as always. This ain't the worst thing that could happen since item also rise in price now, weirdly enough. But it's not a great situation for new players, who struggles as it is. But Plex should keep rising, because that indicates that the game value goes up. But the rate as this Plex rises is not due to that. It is because we don't have enough Plex in circulation. And this is a very bad thing. So expect Plex to hit 9 million soon, and throughout the next year we will see it break 15. You heard it here. Will there be more loot boxes? Definitely. That's a dumb question. NetEase obviously make a lot of money every time they release those, so we will not see those disappear. So with this bad news for the new players, is there any good news for them? Will they fix the new player experience? I do think that they will make some adjustment this coming year. I really do. And maybe even release those abilities to fly battleships for alphas. But will they implement a way to help alphas to reach basic Omega on their own? I do wanna think so. If they do it the way I proposed, with a silver Plex that you get from the Concorde Pass or daily rewards, that is very doubtful. And how about the insurance? I would say that the insurance will stay for at least another year. I think the likelihood for them to remove it is very slim at this point. They do not listen to our solutions, and they do not have a good solution themselves at this point. Unfortunately, they do not think that players can handle a loss. But they only think that since players spend a lot of money on what they lose. If the game would have been better balanced, the losses would have been a thing to prevent, a thing to take in account when doing stuff. And we all would play this game a lot differently, a lot safer. And what about my channel? I will keep dropping videos that I feel are good enough for people to watch. I will start up the podcast again that I do and talk to players within the game. But I will do a twist on that podcast and reach out to even more games. I will also keep releasing my music and other gameplay videos, but most important, I will try to stream the game a lot more. I will also have special events within Eve Echoes a lot more often than I usually had. So look forward to that. And until then, Merry Christmas, and if you are here on Friday, do not miss my last Christmas giveaway event here on YouTube. And I see you guys again. Oh, and do not forget to subscribe and like this video. Have you been on the internet again? It costs a lot of money. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. He's dying, man. Keep nuking the first one. I can tank this. This is no problem at all.